1/9/2025. We are now in chapter 29 out of the book of Proverbs in the Bible, verses 1 through 11. The man who remains stiff-necked and hates rebuke will be crushed suddenly beyond cure. If you're not flexible, you got to be flexible, and you got to be willing to be coached. You got to be willing to be corrected. You got to be willing to let go of your pride. When the just prevail, the people are happy, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. Self-explanatory. He who loves wisdom makes his father glad, but he who consorts with harlots squanders his wealth. Back in the day, we didn't have Tinder and Bumble and hookup culture, and jobs were pretty basic. You were either doing something physically demanding, but if you were a female, there wasn't much available for work, and that's just the way it was, right? This was long before feminism, and office jobs weren't a thing for anybody. So I'm trying to politely put that, the harlots were taking coin for their work, quote unquote. And if you're not wise, or you're not seeking wisdom, or you're not putting yourself in good situations, then, you're chasing after the sins of the flesh back then, and that would squander your wealth. By justice, a king gives stability to the land, but he who imposes heavy taxes ruins it. The man who flatters his neighbor is spreading a net under his feet to capture him, right? So be careful who's trying to flatter you. The wicked man steps into a snare, but the just man runs on joyfully. The just man has a care for the rights of the poor. The wicked man has no such concern. Arrogant men set the city ablaze, but wise men calm the fury. If a wise man disputes with a fool, he may rage or laugh, but can have no peace. So you're not going to be at peace. You can rage because you're arguing with somebody silly, or you can have a good laugh because you're arguing with the fool. But you're not going to be peaceful either way. Bloodthirsty men hate the honest man, but the upright show concern for his life. Right, so the upright, if you're a good person, you're going to seek out the honest people. You're going to surround yourself with honest people, and you're going to try to be honest yourself. And we'll end with verse 11. The fool gives vent to all his anger, but by biding his time, the wise man calms it. So let's go forth into the weekend, into Friday, with that in mind, knowing what that means, right? We are not fools. We're not going to just spout off in anger, and we're going to try to be wise. We're going to calm it down, just like the other verses kind of, talk about, right? You can be wise, like, let's not be arrogant, let's, calm the fury, and let's be upright, and let's abate that anger and do the best we can to seek wisdom and not folly.